Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 335. I'm Joe.
And I'm Annie.
And I have a cinnamon roll.
No, I just ate mine.
I'm going to enjoy it. Anyways, Annie, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I can't complain.
Good.
Before we get into the podcast today, two things. One, we didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because what was it called? Christmas in Connecticut?
in Connecticut.
Yeah, fuck Connecticut. And two, what was the other thing? Oh, we were just talking about it. We have hit 88 subscribers, which is not a substantial number unless you're a really big fan of Back to the Future. But that means we are only 12 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, which this is the highest we've ever been at, 88. 100, of course, will be the highest we will ever be at if we get there. So if you are watching this and you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe.
Do that.
Right now.
Do it right now.
I know most of you click away from this video after about 3.5 minutes. So
we're getting you before the 3.5 minutes.
The 3.5 minute mark. So go ahead and subscribe because most of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So what the fuck are you doing? If you're watching the video, just subscribe.
Yeah.
Please.
Might as well.
Anyways. So a lot happened this week that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
The most important one to me is the explosion at Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral, yeah.
Yeah. Blue Origin's rocket.
Origin.
Big boom. Looked like a fucking nuke went off. What the hell was that? Oh, we have a peanut gallery.
Yeah.
Riley's here.
Hello.
Caitlin's over there in a fancy new chair. It's not new, but
Anyway, it's just upstairs now.
it's just a chair upstairs. It's a nice book reading chair.
Yeah.
Near the bookshelf.
Yeah. We got a new chair downstairs.
Although,
so this
Caitlin,
one.
you are very far away. I have to look around
I
Annabelle
told her to
see
move it
you.
closer. And
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fine.
No Meg B in the house today.
Uh-uh.
Sorry, Meg B. She's out of the house.
I got glaze all over my lips.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Anyways. So, Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
Blue Origin's rocket, the New Glenn, exploded.
I didn't actually know the name of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
New Glenn exploded. It was at 9 p.m. on
9:08. I think.
Thursday.
Yes.
Thursday.
Because we went on Friday.
Yes. Sorry, my nose itches. So Thursday night, 9 p.m., they are doing a static fire, which essentially means they have bolted this rocket to the ground, to the launch pad. Can't go anywhere, and they're going to turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of flame, a lot of thrust, rocket not go anywhere. They did that, and 5 seconds later, the whole thing went boom. And that's a lot
Major
of fuel
kaboom.
going boom.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Kaboom enough that people could see it from Orlando.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
If you have not seen videos of this, you need to look up a video of the explosion at Cape Canaveral because when you're that close, it literally lit up the night sky as if it was daytime. It was so bright.
People thought we were under attack.
Yeah, because again, like you said, you can see it from Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like when you first see pictures of it, or you first see a video, it looks like sunset's happening, but it's 9 p.m., so sunset has already happened.
Yeah.
And then the more you watch, the more you suddenly start to see a mushroom cloud forming in the distance, and so everybody's immediate thought was, "Oh shit, it's happening!
It's all over."
And they hit Florida first, which. I don't blame them.
I don't either.
I would target Florida first too because
just dangling there.
Yeah, it's just easy, an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Now, I love an explosion just like any other boy because they're fun. Things that go boom, always a good time. However, in this case, it's pretty bad.
Yes.
Because not only is this
affects us directly.
Yeah, not only is this the only launch pad that Blue Origin has.
Yeah.
Which means that they are not able to launch anything until they fully rebuild this thing because it is destroyed.
Mm.
Because when SpaceX had an explosion at Cape Canaveral, they had another launch pad.
Yeah.
So while they were fixing this one, they were still able to use. Yeah. They were still able to use their other one.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Blue Origin's only launch pad. The reason that's bad. Blue Origin is responsible for building one of 2 lunar landers for the Artemis missions. Sorry, I'm licking glaze off my fingers. One of 2 lunar landers for the Artemis missions.
Mm-hmm.
In 2027, next year, Artemis 3 is supposed to be going up into low Earth orbit to test
And
both
said lunar lander.
lunar landers. Now, when they announced the mission and then they changed it to just testing the lunar landers, they had said, we are hoping to test one, ideally both, but at least one in the Artemis 3 mission.
Mhm.
So SpaceX, as far as we know, is still on schedule for their lunar lander, which is good because that means that Artemis 3, in theory, should not get delayed at all,
hmm
which we really don't
Don't want
to
it to
happen.
be.
Because if it gets delayed, that means that Artemis 4 and 5
Mm.
get delayed, which sucks.
And those are the manned ones.
Yeah. So SpaceX is supposedly still on schedule. Obviously, we'd like them to be able to test both lunar landers.
You want
Because-
options.
Yeah, you want options. Yeah. So I also don't know, like, if their plan was to use one of them in Artemis 4 and then the other one in Artemis 5. That would be my assumption.
Yeah.
I don't know how often you reuse lunar landers. I don't think you do.
I don't know. I don't know the math on that there.
Yeah. So this is really like quite a big hurdle that the Artemis mission and Blue Origin both have to get over.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to make fun of Jeff Bezos because this is his company where the rocket exploded. And sure, that's fun. Make fun of rich people all you want.
Yeah.
But I care about getting people to the moon. And this guy was going to help us do that. And now this guy has to rebuild a $1 billion launch pad.
Yeah.
So that is very unfortunate for us.
Yep.
But hopefully Elon Musk will pull through.
Yeah.
The other crazy
The other
billionaire.
crazy billionaire.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because my parents were here last week and my brother came with them, which he doesn't normally do. And we were trying to find something near-ish by to go do with him to keep him entertained.
Like he's 7 years old.
I know.
Got to keep him distracted.
I know, right? But we went to Kennedy Space Center. We settled on that. And we were going on Friday, and then I woke up Friday morning to this news because I didn't know it happened
Yeah.
Thursday night.
I saw it at like midnight Thursday night.
Yeah, and I was like, because I saw the video of it, and I was like, I had no idea what Blue Origin was or like any of the details. All I knew was that something near Kennedy Space Center involving a rocket blew up, and I'm thinking in my head, like, are we even going to be able to get into Kennedy
Yeah.
right now? Like, what's going to happen? Come to find out, it was not a NASA rocket.
Yeah, it was across the street.
It was not involved with that at all. It was Blue Origin. So when we got there and we drove in, you actually drive by the Blue Origin compound to get to Kennedy.
Yeah.
And we drove by, and Alexander, my brother, was like, "Oh, they're gonna have a bad day today." I was like, "Yeah."
I watched a video of a guy like watching the explosion from his apartment that was, I don't know, 20 miles away.
Mhm.
And the video is very funny because he's just like, holy shit, just screaming holy shit over and over and over again. It's very funny. And then I don't remember if he said it in the video or if it was in the caption, but it just said, well, I'm fired. It's like, damn, what part did you play in this?
Oh man, but we were there and we did the bus tour that takes you out to the launch pads, and they added a stop at a place called the Gantry, which is, I think, used to be an old launch pad for like back in the Apollo Saturn 5 days. But they have like viewing platforms there now. So like if you pay to watch launches, you can sit at this place, and they took you there, which was really neat because it's a big tower and you can go up to the top of the tower and you can see for miles. Like you can see the Atlantic, you can see all the launch pads, you can see Blue Origin's, ULA's launch pads down the road. So it was kind of neat. And I was really, the whole time I was telling Kate, and I was like, I'm going to try to find where this I couldn't see anything about the Blue Origin launch pad, like off in the distance. I had no idea where it was. I knew it was somewhere southeast. That's where I was looking. But there was no like smoke. Like I would have thought.
They hosed that thing down.
And I know they do, but I would have thought there would have been some remnant of of a massive explosion.
Have you seen pictures of it though?
Mm-mm,
the
not
pictures,
the launch
I don't
pad.
have one like at the ready, but there was a picture released a few days later.
Oh, I need to
so
look it
a few
up.
days ago, of the launch pad, and I mean it is just like things are melted everywhere.
Sure,
it is
it's gotta
just
be hot.
disintegrated.
I'm curious because we don't know what happened yet, right?
I don't know. No.
I want to know what happened. Like what went wrong.
Everything went wrong.
Well,
I think. Yeah, just
obviously.
about everything that could have gone wrong.
Interesting watching the video though, because you can see like ignition starts and you can see like the smoke and the steam and part of the fuel come out the bottom, like it typically does.
Yeah.
And then it's very quick into the Can you hand that to me so I can see it? Sorry, they're showing me the launch pad that's destroyed. Damn.
Yeah. Just absolutely obliterated.
Yeah.
There's an article that I found.
Look at like these tanks off in the distance that are charred. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see very quickly into the video that fire that typically comes out the bottom, you can see it start to go up, and like you can see it crawl up the actual rocket until it gets to the top, and that's when it like really explodes.
Yeah.
It's really cool to watch. Unfortunate for them, but very cool
Very
to watch.
unfortunate, very cool for us.
Yeah.
Bad for us.
Bad for us,
cool.
but also cool to see.
Cool for the eyes.
Yeah.
Nobody injured though, which is a huge
Crazy.
That's incredible.
With as big as that blast was, insane that no one was close enough to be injured. Sure, some wildlife was charred though. R.I.P.
Maybe a couple bugs. I imagine there's not a lot of wildlife around that area.
Maybe. They did say, was it Brevard County, I guess, issued like a statement. They were like, if anything washes up on the beach, because it's going to.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They were like, do not touch it. Call 911 immediately. Because it's like rocket fuel, essentially.
Yeah. Not something you want to just be picking up at the beach.
No.
The CEO of Blue Origin said...
Is it not Jeff Bezos?
No, it's Dave Limp.
Oh.
Limp.
R.I.P. That name.
They said that the methane, hydrogen, and oxygen tanks look to be in good shape. The water tank is also fine, and the support tower that's still standing can be repaired. A booster and other rocket parts housed nearby were not damaged.
That's good.
But the lightning tower and the transporter erector used to move and hoist the rocket were destroyed.
Oof.
Yeah, I think you can see in the video the lightning tower like falls over.
Really?
Like, it was.
Oh, I gotta
But
rewatch
the
it. I didn't
CEO
see that.
said we will fly again before the end of this.
Go off.
Yeah, good for them.
Well, that
So-
must mean that like the pad itself, the concrete, is actually in better
So-
condition than originally
I'm
thought.
sure
Fuel
the-
tanks were spared, and some other critical parts of the launch pad were spared.
That's very
Because, so my thought is, like, as bad as that explosion looked, that launch pad is also at the same time designed to withstand.
good. It is built for
very
launching.
hot
Yeah, it is
temperatures,
built for literally
crazy
blowing shit
conditions.
up. Yeah.
Like, that's more or less what it was built for.
Yeah.
So I assume the actual structure of it,
That's good.
without the things around it, are probably still all right.
Yeah. The thing with like an explosion versus a launch, like a launch, like it's direct pressure down,
Yeah.
right? Like
Mhm.
it's going into a controlled environment. With an
Explosion
explosion,
is-
there's a shockwave and a boom. Like
Yeah,
it's
out.
that's what explodes things.
Yeah.
That's what damages
and knocks
things.
over lightning towers,
Exactly,
obviously.
yeah. The shockwave from like when you watch the video, the shockwave that you see come out
Mhm.
is so awesome. I love it. It's
I gotta rewatch
sick.
it too. I have a friend from home that recently moved down here with her husband, and I didn't know this until her mom texted me about it just a day or two after the launch. Her husband works for Blue Origin, and so I said, "Oh my God, what does he do?"
Yeah.
And she said he literally helps assemble the rockets, and she didn't elaborate on it, and I didn't want to like
Yeah, I don't
ask
think
any
he does
more
that
questions.
anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
But I was like, does he still work?
Yeah,
on
he's
the
dead
rock-
now.
Does he still work on the rockets?
They
just
put out a
like-
hit on him.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
So-
he actually has a front row seat to the next launch, but he's sitting underneath the
He's under the
rocket.
yeah, he's on the launch pad.
Yeah, they fry their employees that don't do a good job. Did you hear about what happened like the next day, or it might have even been the same night?
Mm-mm.
It was like overnight or the very next day. My mom called me and told me about this.
We were
and
there
then
the
it's
next day.
all I've seen. Not there.
Oh.
Just in the country.
Oh,
So my mom called me and told me about it the next day, and I thought she was still referring to the explosion, and she said, no, this is something different. And then all week long, I've seen stuff about it constantly. There was, now
I'm
my
on the
mom
edge of
said
my
this
seat.
happened in South Carolina.
mhm.
Everything that I've seen is telling me all about what happened in Massachusetts. So two very separate places, both along the East Coast though. Apparently, there was a very random sonic boom heard in South Carolina.
I did see something about this in Massachusetts.
In Massachusetts.
Yes.
So what I can only assume was this mysterious sonic boom in South Carolina must also be the same sonic boom heard in Massachusetts.
Right.
And
But
my
why
mom was
wouldn't
like,
it have been heard in any of the other states? In
well,
between?
I don't know. So My mom is convinced that it's aliens. I
Naturally.
said it's the Air Force, but and then she said, no, the Air Force said they don't know what it was. It wasn't them. I go, yeah, that's what the Air Force is supposed to say when they're testing something that
He
gets
just wants you
heard.
to think
Yeah.
that.
So I thought it was the Air Force. Well, then a couple days later, I then see what happened in Massachusetts, which is a mysterious sonic boom,
hmm
followed by 1,000 videos of a massive meteorite crashing into Cape
Yeah.
Cod.
Oh, I did see this.
Yes, a huge, huge meteorite crashed into Earth and landed in Cape Cod.
Mhm.
Well, in the Cape, so in the water. And there's like videos of the meteorite. It's this huge ball of
Oh,
fire.
I haven't seen the actual
And
videos of
it's so
that.
cool. And then they're like, I don't remember which government branch said, or like they've like zeroed in on where the meteorite landed in the water. And so
That's so
there's like,
cool.
if people were to go out and look for it, like they could probably find it if they tried hard enough.
Huh.
Which is awesome because this thing is probably huge, and if they can dredge it up somewhere from within the Cape, that would
What
be
is
sick.
huge in terms of meteorites?
Like
how big we talking?
I mean, anything that isn't
a pebble?
a pebble is considered like, because if it survived the atmosphere
It's
and
gotta
the
be pretty
crashed Earth,
big.
it's pretty big. Yeah.
But also, it didn't kill us.
Yeah. So it wasn't massive. It wasn't life ending.
It wasn't dinosaur.
Because if it was that
ending.
big, we would know about it long before it crashed into Earth.
Right.
And we would have destroyed it.
Are there not people whose job it is to like know about these things?
Yeah, we have mapped like every potentially Earth-threatening object in the solar system.
Yeah.
And basically they've determined that like for the next 100 years, I think it's even more than that.
We're good.
For the next 1,000 years,
We're solid.
there is nothing making a close enough pass by Earth that it could threaten
Which
us.
is a crazy concept. That
Yeah.
if something were to like come out of space and head in our direction.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, this one, obviously, like, things crash into Earth every single day.
Right.
There are meteorites all the time
Right.
falling down to Earth.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that are threatening to us that they're tracking.
Naturally.
This one, of course, I suppose could have been had it landed anywhere else, but it didn't. It landed in the water. So
That's what
totally
I'm
safe.
like. I'm surprised we didn't hear anything about it before it landed, because it seems like it was substantial.
Yeah, but like substantial in the fact that like it made a sonic boom, so it was traveling faster than the speed of sound, which they all do.
Yeah.
And substantial that it was seen, because
There's
usually,
videos of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
okay.
into the water, but like videos, like it falling through the sky. You can see like.
Is it super fast? Like a little.
Oh yeah. No, that you're not. It's bigger than a shooting star. It's a fucking ball of fire flying through the sky. Which I've actually seen before. So like I've seen several meteor showers. Most of the time, you do just get like the
little flash of light. Yeah.
One time when I was in Boy Scouts, I was at summer camp, and we were all out like stargazing, looking at planets. They had telescopes set up. It was pitch black out. It was awesome. And it was during a meteor shower. And so all night long we were seeing these streaks or the shooting stars. And then right as I was heading back to the campsite, you like heard it before you saw it. So you heard like a sound, and then you looked up and there was this massive like green blue fireball just flying, and it looked like it was right above your head. I mean, this thing was huge.
I don't think
and
I've
so
ever
that's
seen one that close.
another example of like that. That's probably what this looked like. On
Yeah.
video, it just looks like white.
Yeah.
But I assume it was a very similar thing. So something that massive can happen any meteor shower or just any time. But it's big enough to not fully burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
So you see the whole thing flying.
That's so cool.
And it is sick. But, so again, landed in Cape Cod, made a sonic boom over Massachusetts. I have to assume that one or something very similar happened in South Carolina, because they were on the same day.
Yeah, like maybe it was part of a cluster of meteors.
Yeah, or it could have been that exact same meteor.
Maybe.
And like that feels unlikely, because typically like if it's landing somewhere, it's like if it made a sonic boom over South Carolina, I don't know that it would have made it to Massachusetts before either fully disintegrating or already landing.
Yeah.
So, but my guess is because that one made a sonic boom and landed in Massachusetts, the sonic boom in South Carolina had to have been the same thing.
I'll have to
Because
look it up
everybody
later.
was very confused. Like you can see
Yeah.
On like doorbell footage, on
I
security camera
think that's
footage.
what I saw was like a ring video of the noise.
door camera footage. I wanted to.
What did you
I
say?
guess I said doorbell, but I guess that's not wrong either.
It's not because like the rings have the
Yeah. But anyway, so security camera footage, all this other footage, like you can see like animals get spooked from it, like things shake because it was a sonic boom.
Yeah.
And again, my mom called me and told me about this, and I was like, nah, I think it's the Air Force. They're testing something mysterious over South Carolina, and they don't want you to
Actually-
know about it. But then I heard about the meteorite, and
Yeah.
I was like, it was
that was
probably another meteorite.
I have only seen the one video, and it was literally like a front porch ring video, and they're like, the moment you can hear a mysterious noise, blah blah blah, whatever. And it was must have been right in that moment where people were just figuring out, because half of the comments were like, "What is this?" and then half of the comments were like, "It's been reported as a meteorite."
Meteorite when it hits the ground. Meteor when
Meteor,
it's
it's falling.
when it burns up in the sky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
It is very cool stuff, and I wish I need to pay more attention to when meteor showers are happening, because I don't think that we must be in a meteor shower now, or we were just in one, because there's no way that like something that massive falls very randomly. Like usually it's if you're passing
like,
through
out
a
of the blue.
meteor cloud. So
So funny.
yeah.
How that works. That you
Yeah.
can just like, we can just go through that. Crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, so that's the
glad we didn't die. Glad we're still here.
wish I heard a sonic boom. I don't think I've ever heard one.
Really?
Did we
Mhm.
not during the
Where-
air show?
No, during the air show they came close.
Okay.
You
Did
could
we not
see the
hear one
cloud
during
forming.
Artemis? Does that not count?
No.
Mm.
While they would have passed the speed of sound, the sound of the rocket itself,
It's
like
not.
it's so like that is so loud, and I think the distance that we were away, you can't if there. I mean, there had to have been a sonic boom because it's going faster than the speed of sound, and that's how that works. But we were probably too far away to distinguish the difference between the sonic boom and the launch of the.
Mm.
I would also think
see.
this just the sound of the launch would have drowned out the sound of a song.
Potentially, yeah.
Interesting.
Because like
So what is the sonic boom?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
No.
you're
but,
breaking
like,
the sound barrier, right?
That's what it is. Like the noise is just.
Boom.
But like, what is the sound? What is the noise? I understand it's a boom.
Boom.
I understand. What is it coming from? Is it
It's
from
coming-
the sound, or is it from like the actual like?
It's coming.
I know I'm not
this-
explaining
Like,
it,
how is the
but,
sound created?
Yeah.
The sound is created like when, like sound waves, right?
Yeah.
We hear things.
Yes.
When something breaks the sound barrier,
That's the
so it
boom.
is moving faster than sound can get to our ears. It like creates essentially like you can see videos of it, like creates like a ripple, and
Mhm.
it's that ripple in the
So
sound
it's like the
waves that we're
physical,
hearing.
like the tangible manifestation
Of
of the
sound,
sound.
yes.
Okay.
And that's what you're hearing is a disruption of the sound of the natural sound waves that are always happening.
Understand.
Yeah.
That's what I was confused about.
It's that thing created a sound faster than
We were able to pick up the sound.
faster than sound typically gets to us. And so boom.
Okay. That's cool.
It's pretty sick. Watching it happen in real time is very
Yeah.
like when something's about to break the sound barrier and then does, it's very
I
cool.
wonder if I've ever heard one. And I
Do
just
you guys
want to
know how big the meteor?
Yes.
So
This is the Massachusetts one.
yes.
I'm just
Now-
gonna say this is the one that like if it's this
We're
if you're
saying
about
it's
to
the
say
same one.
how big is it, it's the South Carolina one too.
So it rattled buildings. A loud double boom that rattled buildings across Massachusetts
Double
and Rhode
boom.
Island was caused by a meteor breaking apart in the atmosphere. NASA confirmed this.
Hmm.
It was at 2 p.m. Was reported across northeastern states, with many residents describing what sounded like an explosion.
Northeastern, not South
It
Carolina.
was roughly 5 feet across, weighed 5.6 metric tons, was traveling at approximately 42,000 miles per hour when it entered the atmosphere.
Say that the speed again.
42,000 miles.
42,000 miles per hour.
And it
It-
was your size.
It traveled 26 miles from northwest to southeast before breaking apart at an altitude of 31 miles over northeastern Massachusetts and southeastern New Hampshire.
So
it
was
was
the
not
5
South Carolina at all.
So was the 5 feet after it landed or before it broke up? Does it
I
say
would
that?
imagine that was the original size.
it
It
was
was 5
probably
feet.
OG
And then it broke up
size.
to be smaller.
The energy released at breakup was equivalent to around 230 tons of TNT.
That is-
Explains the sonic boom.
that is absolutely insane.
I wish I'd heard it. Will they
Yeah.
go collect that, or will they just let it sit
Somebody will, I'm
in the
sure.
ocean?
I can almost guarantee
do they
people are already out there looking for it.
Study it?
Sometimes, yeah.
Um,
I mean, they've got collections of meteor. I have a piece of meteorite sitting at home.
Oh, the fragments went into Cape Cod Bay.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd have to. That was.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're gonna retrieve anything.
I think somebody will.
Well, somebody might like go diving and try to find it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because like,
NASA's not going out there to
no,
go find it.
no. It's gonna be like a local like
Science
science team or just a local like fanatic of space.
Yeah. Joe.
Museum. Yeah, could museum somebody a museum could send somebody out.
Interesting.
Because I don't think like that bay can't be that deep. So
Yeah.
while it would still be difficult like
please.
to do because you're talking about underwater and a meteorite, it's
And,
probably
like-
not the hardest thing to find.
Wouldn't just look like a rock.
It would. I mean, there are differences, obviously.
I would
but, like,
imagine to like the trained eye, you would know what it is.
maybe. Now, again, it's hard because you'll be underwater and it's going to be dark. But
True.
if you bring a metal detector, you'll spot it pretty easily because they're
has
typically.
Are there
A
underwater metal detectors?
maximum depth of about 206 feet.
Light work. Somebody's
Pretty
going to find that.
pretty
thing.
shallow
Yeah.
for like a bay.
Yeah, somebody's going to find that meteorite.
A bunch of people were asking why NASA didn't warn them.
Yeah.
And they said their planetary defense network watches the skies for objects of all sizes and is tasked with finding objects 140 meters and larger, which can cause widespread damage.
This thing wasn't going to
Yeah,
do anything.
this thing
5
was
feet.
tiny. They said they're almost impossible to track in space. They do not survive passage through the atmosphere impact and do not pose a hazard.
You say it's tiny, but also if that had hit like a city,
Oh, it would cause
that would have
severe
caused
damage.
substantial damage.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
like,
it wouldn't have been extinction level, but
yeah, and that's the thing is like,
5
substantial.
feet across?
what?
A meteor 5 feet across, you think would cause substantial damage?
I mean, it had 230.
Traveling at the speed that it's traveling.
I was gonna
yeah.
say it's not necessarily the size, but like the
A bullet's
impact
this
of it.
big. It causes substantial damage sometimes.
Like when you think of 230, what'd you say, tons of TNT, whatever it was?
Oh.
That's true. The force, yeah.
Like imagine blowing that up in the middle of Times
point.
Square.
I mean, even if it hits one building, that's substantial damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But it's, I guess the size is what.
well, the size again, like it's not going to cause extinction level damage. So, like,
But the size is what prevented it from making it through the atmosphere, correct?
sorry,
Why did it break apart in the atmosphere and not make ground fall is my question. Was
It
it
did make
because of how
ground fall.
small it is?
It just made ground fall.
it made
in
ground
Cape
fall
Cod.
in water. It made
Oh.
waterfall.
But that was after it broke apart.
It broke apart just because of the force of it entering the atmosphere. It's still, when they say broke apart, they don't mean it disintegrated. They just mean a chunk
It's not a
of
bunch
it,
of pieces.
like it broke off
It
into
blew
pieces.
up into pieces,
And
right?
all of those pieces probably landed in the bay. So there could be large pieces, there could be small pieces.
But that would significantly slow down its speed, right?
It breaking apart, yes.
But also, so then, sorry. My question is, what would enable it to get through our atmosphere and make contact with the planet? A bigger size?
Yeah, the
feel like
bigger it is,
if
the
it's large
because
enough-
it's like the more surface area it
Yeah.
has, the
It can take a higher friction.
yeah, like the
Oh.
more it's the
Oh.
longer it can survive.
Kinetic
Not even
energy
surface area. It's
disperses.
just the bigger it is, the longer it takes to
It's
disintegrate
still
it.
breaking
Yeah.
up the same amount in the atmosphere, but if
it's-
it's 5
there's-
miles
yeah.
long, then when it breaks up,
If
the
it's
chunks
5
are
miles
going
long,
to be
we're dead.
yeah,
I'll
the
tell
chunks.
you that.
I'm just using that for reference, but the chunks are going to be a mile instead of
Point.
an inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so again, like it what am I trying to say? Yeah, so like yeah, again, 5 feet, not gonna cause substantial damage, especially not when it lands in water. It can cause obviously significant damage if it were to make ground fall. However, 75% of our planet is water, so there's a
The odds of it hitting land are
75% chance
slim.
that it hits the water.
Yeah.
And this one did. And so like that's the other thing that they're probably taking into account is like we're not going to track these tiny little fucking things because they're too hard. And 75% of the time they hit water. So
That's most of our planet.
Yeah.
I did just say that, yes.
I wonder if it like when it landed in the water, if the bay there, like Chesapeake Bay or anything, experienced like waves. Do you think
I would imagine
from that much force?
somewhat. It depends on like what the biggest size was.
Yeah.
Like, was it like throwing a pebble? Because if you throw a pebble, even if it's 42,000 miles an hour, it's not really going to do much.
Yeah.
If the biggest size was 2 feet
Mm-hmm.
when it broke apart, then I would say maybe it caused something. I'm willing to bet that if they have buoys out there monitoring water level, they probably registered something,
A
because that's
change.
how I assume. Excuse me. That's how they were able to figure out where exactly it landed
yeah.
in the bay, because they like you can see pictures of like there's like little dots and squares on a map of the bay. Well, and they're basically saying that confirmed this is where it landed, and so I have to assume they were able to triangulate with buoys. It landed in between these 3. So good luck. Have fun. I would love to go out there, and
Yeah, I wish we lived closer.
Yeah.
Dang.
if I wasn't afraid of scuba diving, I would go search for a meteorite.
Yeah. I feel like you would need more than scuba diving for this one.
I don't think so.
If you think it's at the, I'm thinking of snorkeling.
Yeah, scuba diving.
Scuba
yeah.
diving.
Oxygen tanks.
Oxygen. Yeah. I'm thinking of snorkeling. I was like,
I think you can go 200 feet down, right? I don't know how scuba diving works. Riley, what's the deepest you can go while scuba diving?
probably more than that.
Well, the pressure, you know.
The
Tough to
bends.
say. Yeah, you don't want to get the bends.
The bends.
Nitrogen in the blood, that'll kill you.
The maximum recommended depth for recreational is 130 feet.
All right, okay, we're not talking about recreation.
We're doing
Yeah, yeah,
professional.
yeah, yeah.
Professional scuba diver.
So deep diving is anything more than 200 feet, and you have to wear
Special
a
suit.
hypoxic breathing gas is required. is the-
Breathing gas.
I'm gonna try to find out what.
So what we're saying
Oh.
is it's possible.
There is an atmospheric diving suit that allows very deep dives of up to 2,300 feet.
No, thank
2,000
you.
feet down?
That's
In 2006, Chief Navy diver Daniel Jackson set a record of 610 meters or 2,000 feet in an ADS, which is the atmospheric diving suit.
that's like what Tom Cruise wore in the most recent Mission Impossible. Something similar.
I didn't see it.
You've never seen the most recent Mission Impossible? Have you seen any of them?
Hmm.
Oh, some of the best movies ever made.
I feel like we've talked
There-
about
They are so good.
There was in 1992, there was an experiment with a hyperbaric chamber on shore to like simulate a dive. And there was a guy who spent 2 hours at a simulated depth of 2,300.
Why?
That dude's a freak.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
would you do that?
It was an experiment. Because I think they were probably like testing equipment and stuff, but
Don't like that.
Mm.
Anyways, so
Wild.
you've got some things
I was
to
going to
talk
say,
about.
this actually kind of leads us very nicely into,
Oh, the water part
yeah.
leads us nicely.
Well,
Yeah, I
and the
agree.
like, why would you do that? And
Yeah, no, I completely
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
Yeah, it leads perfectly into this.
this is something I've had everywhere on my TikTok all week. And Joe also said that he had seen it as well. So now we're going to chat about it.
Yeah.
This girl named Kelsey,
Mhm.
don't know her full name, for some reason or another, don't know what, decided that she was going to kayak solo and unsupported. So, like, there's no boats trailing her or anything
Mhm.
from the westernmost edge of California to Hawaii.
Pretty big distance.
Yeah. And she's been documenting it for us very kindly the whole way. And I've spent hours watching her videos because I find it fascinating and I also find it a little bit insane.
Yeah. So what I was going to say earlier when we started talking about this was, well, I did say this. I think that that's the dumbest thing in the world because you are risking your life in this tiny little boat. Now it's not tiny. When she said kayak,
Mhm.
it is a kayak, but it's a kayak meant for doing something like this,
Yes.
crossing the ocean.
Mhm.
It's got like
It's very high tech.
yeah, it's able to like if it tips over, it's able to right itself again, which is I
It
don't know how that
also,
technology
I just
works.
recently learned in one of her videos that it has an autopilot setting.
Yeah.
So like when she's sleeping, it doesn't propel her forward, but it can keep her on the right path so
Yeah.
that she doesn't drift somewhere crazy.
Yeah.
Also cool.
So, and she looks beat to hell.
Yeah, she
It's only what, day 13, you said?
Around 13. We're 2
Yeah.
weeks into this.
Yeah, she looks rough.
There were 2 weeks
Sunburnt
into
as shit.
months. When I say like 3 months at least, like she's planned for at least 100 days of this.
Yeah. So here's what I was about to say before we started
Yes.
recording, and I said I'll save it. Is I think this, along with other like crazy things that people do to like say they can do it, is like one of the most selfish things ever. Because if something terrible happens and she dies, it's her friends, her family, they may never know what happened to her.
Everybody on TikTok who's formed a parasocial relationship with this.
Yeah, like she is putting like, yes, it's her own life at risk, and so like it's not like
She
she's
can do
risking
whatever
other
she
people's
want, yeah.
lives for her own gain.
Mm-hmm.
However, I still think it's extremely selfish because it's a dumb thing to do.
So let me say this. I don't know if you realize this. She's done something like this before.
I think I did know that.
She has done this with a team before. So she has made this trip from California to Hawaii, but she did it with a team of, I think, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Unsupported. So like, I guess she knows she can do it because she did, but also going 3 months across the Pacific Ocean by yourself and going with 4 other people is vastly different, I feel.
I think it's the literal dumbest thing in the world. Because why?
I feel it's a waste of time,
what
money,
is the point? Like, you don't
resources.
have a job, you don't have anything that you need to be doing. I don't know. It's so stupid. Like, it's not something that needs to be done.
No.
I know that there are things that people want to do that don't need to be done, but like this is so extreme, and I just cannot wrap my head around why anybody feels the need ever to do something like this.
So in all of her videos, she says she's doing it for the Whale Foundation, which at first I thought was like for whales, you know? And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I guess it's still crazy, but sure.
Right.
It's not. The Whale Foundation is a foundation supporting whitewater rafting guides in the Grand Canyon.
Are you kidding me?
So that is what
so
she's supporting.
Nowhere near the Grand Canyon raising money for guides in the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
You're a fucking idiot, disrespectfully, because that is so dumb.
Yeah.
If you want to raise money, there are other ways than risking your entire life paddling across the Pacific Ocean. Like, I like the Popeyes commercial in the background.
It's a Popeyes commercial.
If you want to go to Hawaii, fucking book a flight.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to be like, I'm just going to paddle my way there.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. The last person, she says in all of her videos, too, that she's trying to become the first American woman to do this. So, obviously, someone has done it at
All
some point
idiots.
before.
Everybody that's ever done it is an idiot.
However, there's also, I've read that there has been another American woman who has tried, and she died. She did not make it.
Right. How about
She
that?
died on the trip. However,
What did she die from?
I don't know exactly. People did say that she was older, and she was also paraplegic. Is that the right word? Not, I think she was missing a limb. I don't know which limb, but that's what it sounds like. She had a disability in some way.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, well, it's okay because she had all these issues and Kelsey doesn't. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my Lord. Kelsey has issues. They're just mental. I just don't like, I don't know. I don't get the point of stupid, dumb shit like that. It's like, what's another good example? I'm going to compare it to something that you really like, which is the monks walking across the country. It's stupid. You are risking your life. Now, walking across the country and paddling across the Pacific are two very different things. You are risking your life. When you are walking that distance with no plan of shelter, with no nothing.
They wound up with shelter, though.
Yeah, they wound up with it because people were willing to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Had nobody helped them, people would have died.
Yeah, they couldn't. That with the monks, they couldn't ask for help, but if it was offered, they could take it.
Exactly. They are idiots. Like you want to raise awareness for a cause. There are significantly safer and easier ways to raise money and raise awareness for a cause that is near and dear to your heart. Do not paddle across the Pacific Ocean. Do not walk across the country. Don't do idiotic things that risk your health and your life.
And there you have it.
She is not you. Kelsey is an idiot.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, not you. Because again, like, especially like you look at pictures of her from day one to now, right?
She looks rough.
Sunburnt. I said earlier she is going to reek by the end of this.
Yeah.
Not that matters at all, but like
she said on day 10 that she had brushed her hair for the first time since she said how
that's disgusting.
like you can still take care of yourself a little
absolutely
bit.
Atrocious. It's just like you are sitting in direct sunlight for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
And
I also feel
that's
like
just nonstop radiation.
being like this for 24/7 for 3 months is probably not great for your body's equilibrium.
Yeah.
Or like
I also like I mean, again, the boat's a decent size, but like how much getting up and walking around is she? She's gonna have like sores on her ass by the time
Yeah.
she's done with this. Legs
like
are gonna be fucking
when is the last
frail.
time she stood up? I don't think like muscle atrophy is an issue because she is rowing. Like I have seen videos of her, and like rowing is a hard.
True. Is
exer-
she's not paddling, she's rowing. So
she
she's
is rowing.
using
She
full-
has the
Okay.
like the thing.
Well, then she is
slides.
working out still. which
She
good,
is working out her arms and her legs. So like atrophy is not an issue. But you're right. I don't think she's able to really stand
Yeah.
on this thing just because of. I think it would flip over.
Yeah.
Which it is built to do that, but you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she's gonna get off that boat and like.
Yeah. Gonna have jello legs. I don't know.
She showed me where she stored.
She showed you.
She showed me personally.
Yeah.
She really does. It feels like we're on FaceTime when I watch her videos. She's very good at explaining all the things that she's doing. I will say it's interesting, like content.
I
the
agree
very
that it is
least.
interesting.
For me, who's not
Yeah,
doing it.
It's absolutely point. Like she could do that without having to traverse the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, people are explaining, or she's explaining to people how like days in her life look, how she like does water. She has a water purification system, so she can turn ocean salt water into drinking water. However, it is solar powered, and she ran into that issue like on
couple of
day
clouds and you're screwed.
on like day 4 or 5, something early on. She didn't have enough sun to make water, and she
She's
lost
fucking
some of her
stupid.
reserve of water for some reason. Something leaked.
Oh.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
And she lost her reserve of water, so she has emergency water bottles, but she only has 25 of them. So like
It's like, have you never read a book or watched a movie about people who are stranded in the ocean?
yeah.
Everything happens the same way. They figure out how to turn salt water into drinking water, and then a storm hits, or
And they
then the
lose their
clouds,
water.
and they fucking lose all their water. You are
We've also
like movies
chosen-
mimic real life. This shit happens. You are an idiot.
we've also chosen to do this at the start of hurricane season. Like,
Well, hurricane season over here.
is it not the same for the whole northern
I
hemisphere?
don't know that.
I thought it was a northern hemisphere thing.
Tough to say.
All right, well, that's beside the point.
Also, not a lot of hurricanes getting over to that region.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
mostly
On
on
the
our side, and then
because of the cold Atlantic and the warmer Gulf. Is that how that works?
Oh no, I think it has to do with the rotation of the Earth because
Oh.
like how our hurricanes like come
Obviously,
up
I know
and do
nothing
this.
about storms.
They come up and do this. They go towards the land.
That's why they spin, right?
Huh?
That's why hurricanes like
'Cause of the
are
rotation of
spiraled.
it, yeah.
'cause- okay.
Yeah. So like hurricanes come up and they go towards us. Sometimes they go away from us, but
Mhm.
like oftentimes this way.
Mm.
The ones on the west coast they go that way as well.
Mm.
So they go towards Japan. Typhoons.
Typhoons. I did know they were called typhoons.
Yeah. There are hurricanes that do hit the west coast, just not nearly
Okay.
as often.
Okay. So that was water. She showed me her food storage today, and she's got like storage under where she rows. It's a big cavity. I don't know, whatever you call it. But she's got a bunch of pre-prepped meals. She has meals that are up to 4,500 calories per day for up to 100 days.
4,500 is a lot of calories.
It is a lot of calories, but she's rowing all day in the sun. I feel
Okay.
like you need a lot of
Sure. Yeah.
Are you
I don't,
asking me if 4,500?
I am asking.
Oh, an average human is going to eat around 2,000 calories a day. That's like what our bodies need to.
I'm not eating 2,000 calories a
survive.
day.
Most people get more, I think, just because.
Oh,
of,
I'm eating less.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
The average American, I think, is
Caitlin, how many calories do you think you eat in a day?
Don't even ask her.
12?
Your human body for basic metabolic functions at like a resting rate needs around 2,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Given height, weight, age.
I think I'm cooking at 1,000. I'm going to be honest.
Terrible. That's why you're sick.
Yep. How much is one of these cinnamon rolls?
Great question.
Probably like 200 something.
I mean, I could have eaten that whole plate of cinnamon.
Maybe like 300 to 400 calories.
Tough to say. Anyways, yeah. So she's got food
Uh,
storage.
Yeah, today she had mashed potatoes and chicken
Gross.
from a bag that she heated up in her little like campfire heater. She's explained like how she uses the restroom. She uses a bucket. Like all these things. It's just really interesting. I also watched a video with how she sleeps earlier before this, and it's the smallest little space, and the wall is like right here. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be so claustrophobic. Her legs are like trapped. It keeps her like this basically, and she can't move.
No, thank you.
It's insane. And I would just go nuts, I think. Like not being able to talk to a human being for 3 months.
Yeah.
Other than like a phone, like
Which
a video
I
recording.
think she said in one of the videos that like that is something that does help her, like because it feels like you're not so alone.
Yeah.
Like because you are still like
talking to
talking to something, and you can pretend it's a person. I guess. She's gonna go batshit crazy. By the
would
end.
go absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Unload for 45
Yeah.
minutes. I would go crazy.
Yeah, like if you can get past the physical part of this, that's one thing. But like the mental part
mental?
is such a different challenge, and it like I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot. I would never be able to do it. And I think it's absolutely idiotic to do something like
Like
this.
3 months, nothing around you but water, no one to talk to but a phone sometimes.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No, thank you. Anyway,
There's
Kelsey, best of luck to you.
Is that a person with a mustache?
the guy that I saw on
Is he
TikTok
like parroting it?
1 or 2 days ago. No, he's also sailing across the Pacific in a 27-foot sailboat by himself.
Okay,
without
like a little
GPS.
catamaran.
Yeah. But the reason why he came across my For You page is because he's in the Philippines right now. And he like anchored, he has like a paddleboard that he took on shore to this resort in the Philippines because he wanted like a burger. And the manager offered him a free stay. This is like a
Nice.
5-star like luxury getaway place. And he's like like he's, got a bandana, mustache, long hair. He hasn't showered in 6 months. And then it goes to him, and he's in a plush white bathrobe. He's drinking out of a coconut with the logo burned into it. He's
Yeah.
like,
I
this
bet
is
it's
the
glorious.
most incredible thing. They
Yeah.
just
Good for him.
supposedly, yeah. They just offered like the manager was
See,
like,
that feels a
"Stay
little
here
bit less
tonight."
crazy because it feels like he's traveling with like a purpose, maybe.
yeah.
I think she's traveling with a purpose.
I suppose.
The purpose is
but-
Hawaii.
I guess. I don't know.
It's like that guy who climbed that what building? was it?
building.
Yeah,
I know. don't
whatever the
remember
fuck it is.
Was it
Stupid. Free climbed
the Burj
a fucking.
Khalifa? It wasn't the Burj Khalifa, was it?
No. The other one. Whatever. He climbed that building. It was on Netflix.
Mhm.
He's an idiot.
Well, and he has that one. I don't remember his name, but he has like a wife and children, like young children.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "What are you doing?
Absolutely.
Go live with your family."
It's risky enough walking out your front door every day. You
'Cause
don't got to
he-
make it worse.
He's the one that did the Free Solo. Have you seen that documentary? There's a Netflix documentary or Disney something. It's called Free Solo, and he free soloed. I think it's Half Dome, like the flat side of it,
Oh, cool.
the dome side of it.
Psychotic.
It's psychotic. I know.
And then you ever heard of Nick Walenda?
Is he the tightrope walker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walked across Niagara Falls. Walked across. What else did he walk across?
Did he do the Twin Towers?
No, that's that French guy from that movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy was also a freak. No, Nick Walenda. The only one I can remember is Niagara Falls because that's down the street
Like
from me.
why?
Yeah, like it was
Just
when
why?
it was happening. Now he was it's still dumb, but like they made him wear a harness. Like Nick Wallenda was attached to that cable.
Like there's a
So
backup.
if
There's a
he-
plan B.
If he had fallen, he was not going to die, which made it better. But
other guy did
he
not
has
have a
done
plan
Grand
B.
Canyon. That's the other one he did.
Golly.
I think he did the Grand Canyon harnessless.
Untethered.
And again, like back when he walked across Niagara Falls, I was glued to my TV.
Oh
I
my
thought it was
God,
fascinating.
I wouldn't have watched it.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely fascinating. He ran the last
It's
like
the same
20
reason I didn't
feet.
watch the guy climb that building
Yeah.
live because
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't care if you're not gonna die.
I'll look
I don't wanna,
after, I suppose,
Yeah.
just to see if he made it.
Yeah,
But
now if I were to watch Nick Wallenda, and I still think this back then, I think he's an absolute idiot. Like,
Yeah.
why
gamble with your life?
why
like that?
risk your life like
Do
that?
something else batshit crazy that you probably won't die from.
Yeah.
Like you could die doing. Yeah, I could die driving down the road. But
Sure.
like
And I think that's why people like do crazy shit like this because they're like,
I
I
could
could
die
die doing
tomorrow.
anything.
Yeah.
So at least I'm going to do something
But also,
memorable and amazing.
I am not going to be in danger of dying falling into Niagara Falls because
True.
I was tightrope
or
walking
getting eaten
across
by a
it.
shark in the Pacific Ocean.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about like sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about like marine life.
Yeah. That's all I'm thinking about.
Mm.
I have no doubt that she can swim
I'm-
if the
I'm
boat
thinking
capsizes.
of exposure, like death by
Elements, yeah.
exposure. You're thinking of wild.
Yeah.
That didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah. I'm thinking if her boat capsizes at all, forget it. It's not the water that's going to kill her. It's not the elements that are going to kill her. It's the fucking sharks. She's done.
What if she sees something like crazy? You know, like in the middle of the Pacific Ocean at night, hundreds of miles offshore.
It's pitch black out there, by the way.
Yeah.
There is nowhere darker in the world than the middle of the ocean at night.
Yeah. Well, and it's like right now it's a full moon, but like in a couple days it's gonna be a new moon. There's gonna be no moon.
Couple days. How quickly do you think the moon cycle goes?
Half a month. 2-ish weeks.
Yeah, no, she's it's stupid. They're all
Day is a new phase, right?
yeah. That's how it works.
All 7 days.
But anyways, yeah, I think she's dumb. But what else do we have? We talked about something last night that I do want to talk about.
And I've forgotten it 5 times.
Oh, if you walk up to
Yes,
your car
yeah, yeah.
and there's something attached to your car in some way, shape, or form,
hmm
what is your first
So,
thought?
The way that you worded the question yesterday
Yeah.
was if you see something tied to a car, what are you doing? Riley said she's looking around. I said
What do
I'm
you
not doing anything.
What do you think?
I don't think anything.
So let me explain where this came about because I think that'll explain a little bit why this is even a conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I know the reason why. Viewers may not.
Yes.
But yeah.
So the other day I was walking it was Caitlin and I were walking out of work and we were walking with 2 of our guy friends also out of work and we got to the parking lot and one of the cars in the parking lot had a latex glove tied to the door handle, like weirdly tied to the door handle. And Caitlin even said it. Our first thought was if I walked up to my car and saw this, I would think some kind of sex trafficking, something, or like danger nearby, and I should get in my car and drive off as fast as I can. Because like growing up, that's what you were taught. If something is on your car, don't mess with it. Like if you're
You've been marked.
if your windshield wipers are zip tied, because that was one that we heard a lot. You get in your car, you lock the door, and you drive off. You don't even attempt to take it off. And we both immediately were like, "Oh, that's so funny." And the 2 guys we were with had no idea what we were talking about. And I was like, "This
Who
was
were you with?
Evan and Justin F."
Maybe they don't have sisters,
Evan doesn't. I don't.
or
know
maybe they
about
just don't have a
Justin.
lot of girlfriends.
Yeah, but they really didn't have any thought of it. They just thought it was weird because it was a latex glove tied to
Yeah.
a door handle. And I was like, that's such an interesting
Dynamic.
where both of us immediately had the same thought. And the other 2, it didn't even cross their mind. And then last night we asked Joe, and Riley knew what we were talking about. And you did, but like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
I also told you what I would think, which is
Correct.
absolutely nothing.
you wouldn't have thought.
However-
your first thought wouldn't have been
Yeah.
what our first thought was.
If I saw something tied to somebody else's car like you did, I would have thought literally nothing.
Yeah.
I might not have even noticed it.
Yeah.
If I walk up to my car and I see something on my car,
You might be a little more suspicious.
I might be a little more suspicious. However, I guess I have a good example. Like I have several times, especially like in the work parking lot, I have gotten like things put on my windshield. Like, somebody
Yeah.
will walk by, they'll like leave a rotation slip or they'll leave something stupid on my windshield just because they know it's my car.
Yeah.
And I will always go and I'll grab it. I'll take it off.
Yeah.
Like there have been times where like I have gotten into my car, turned it on, and I see something. And I'm like, oh, let me get back out of my car and go grab that.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so like I don't like even if it is something on my car, like I might hesitate a moment. I might be a little bit more aware.
Which is where I feel this differing dynamic is.
Yeah. But like I'm not afraid of being grabbed from behind and brutally raped later on.
So I will elaborate more on like
I mean, I am afraid of being grabbed from behind, but I'm not afraid of being brutally raped.
I'll elaborate more on my perspective of it. I grew up with the Mall of Georgia next door, and the Mall of Georgia, you probably know, Riley, is like one of the highest trafficking locations in the United States. Like, it's very bad there. It's an issue. There's like known people that you have to watch out for. Like you can see pictures or videos of them. They're like, if you see this person, run in the other direction because they're traffickers and they're trying to get people. So every time I went to the mall, my parents they're like, if you see anything on your car, don't touch it. Just get in your car. So every time I went, I would get in the car. I would lock the door immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I would always check my seats too, like to make sure no one was in
I
like
do that every time
in
I
my
get in the
back
car.
seats, in my trunk. I would make sure. And I also, this was another thing that you're probably not going to understand at first, but I feel like you two might. I always kind of glanced under the car too.
Yep.
I looked under the car and I made sure no one was under there because they would like there was stories of people having their Achilles,
I heard about that.
like their tendons slashed. You can't run. And so I always checked to make sure that no one under the car. If there was a van next to my car, I like would get it on the other side of my car. Like there's so many rules and like things you had to remember.
Crazy.
And it was just so interesting when
I'm not
they
a desirable
had no
human
clue.
being, so I don't relate.
Yeah. But so I think it's interesting, that dynamic of how people think.
What if there was a van on either side of your car?
I
I'm
don't know.
walking.
Not going back to my car?
Yeah.
I've had friends that like they didn't feel comfortable getting into their car. They like at the mall specifically, they would go back in and like if you got like a security guy or a worker, they would walk you out to your car.
Yeah.
Just make sure like nothing happened.
Crazy.
Yeah. It was bad there. Atlanta. They get you.
Especially
Yeah, but how many people do you know that have been
Personally,
victim of this?
None, because we're all taught this.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, I think there is a level of it that, like, is exaggerated to the point where, like, it's not happening as much anymore, but it's so exaggerated now that
it is happening,
are-
but what happens is they choose, like, the people that are abducting women for, like, the sex trade, like, they choose very specific victims. Like,
Sure.
they're not targeting most women. They're targeting people who are not going to be missed.
Mm.
So, really low income folks, people who don't have a home, like sex workers or women who work in the sex industry, like that's who they're targeting
Yeah.
because those are people who are quote unquote not going to be missed by anybody. That's how it's always been.
Sure. Okay. Well, then why the hell are you afraid?
Because she's a woman.
Yeah, but you're not.
Because
I mean,
she
you
is
would be
likely-
missed at
because
least by
even-
somebody.
Even then, like there is still a risk of you being targeted.
It was just
Sure. Here's my thought process.
was I
right?
at
Like,
risk? I
there's
don't know.
so much like awareness now, and I'm not saying that awareness is what helps it stop.
Yeah.
But I think that like, how can I explain it in a way that even I can understand? If a store gets robbed every single day,
Mhm.
and then suddenly now they put a bunch of cops and a bunch of people and a bunch of this and yada yada yada, that store probably isn't gonna get robbed anymore because now the people who've been robbing it are aware they can't rob it anymore.
Yeah.
If there's a lot more awareness and everybody knows that the Mall of Georgia is a place that everybody gets abducted, they're probably not gonna do the abducting there anymore.
It's true.
They're gonna pick another mall.
I think you're
They're
right.
gonna pick somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking is like the Mall of Georgia probably isn't as scary of a place as you think it to be.
Yeah.
But you were raised to think that it is the most terrifying of places because of the history of it.
You're probably correct.
Sure. I still think you should be cautious
Yeah, but I used
because
to.
I do know that it is a terrible.
I would
thing.
walk out to the car like too with my keys in between my fingers.
Yeah.
Just,
My keys are. I have to dig for my keys most days. I walk out and they're like,
That was
I'm like,
back
"Ah,
when I
shit,
had
they're
an
in my
actual
backpack."
key. I don't actually have an actual key now. It's just the like remote fob
Yeah.
or
Yeah, but it
whatever
still
it
has a
is.
key on it.
Yeah, but you gotta like
Click that
press
thing
the
out.
button
Oh,
and
it
like
pulls
turn.
out, it doesn't
It's
just
gotta.
flick it? Yeah.
I have to actually open my key to
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
that thing.
And you don't have a house key anymore. Nobody's got. I have keys.
I don't
I
got-
have a key on me
I
at
don't
all
got
times.
keys
I have
anymore.
a house key from the last house specifically for this reason.
I
will not
also-
get rid
I
of
just have a knife on me at all times. Pocket knife.
I did not.
Smart thing to carry.
This. A pepper spray.
Yeah.
Pepper
A
spray.
bear spray.
On your person at all times.
In my purse, usually.
Not
when I
gonna
went
help
out,
you if you're getting grabbed.
I suppose. I didn't walk out to a car with it in my hand. Like,
You should. You should start walking around like that. Just look like a crazy person. You'll never get bothered in your life.
true.
That's the thing that people need to understand. If you look psychotic, nobody will ever bother you. Not enough people look psychotic. You don't have to be psychotic. You just have to look it.
Look at.
You got to play the part.
I was a little blonde girl. I didn't look any kind of psychotic.
Yeah, but you could easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Caitlin
Ca-
said if somebody grabs you just to pee yourself, that's what they told her in college.
Ever since I was little, my mom always
I could
told
throw
me,
up on them.
yeah, if you can throw up or something. My mom has always told me ever since I was little that if someone kidnaps you, she's like, you do not get in the car. She's like, let them shoot you. She's like, dying in that moment is far better than whatever they're gonna put you through. She's like, you do
if
not
they don't have a
listen to
gun?
what they're telling you.
What if they don't have a gun?
She's like, you don't listen to what they do. It is better for you to die right then and there than go with them and be subjected to whatever they want.
Yeah. They're
Secondary
going to knock your ass
locations.
out and drag you into the car.
Possibly. There's a whole John Mulaney skit about this where he like punches out the taillight. Have you seen that at all? And
Yeah.
it's like
Street smarts.
Street smarts.
Got to throw them off their rhythm.
And now he's terrified of secondary locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to
anyway.
ever go to the secondary location. You're done for. They're never finding you at the secondary
No.
location.
Nope.
Crazy. Yeah. No. I mean, I like know. I have survival instincts.
You have basic common sense.
I have basic common sense. Like if somebody goes to grab me, yeah, they're probably gonna get me.
I
mean, I might be able to fight back a little bit, but
Yeah.
like if two guys jump out of a van and grab me, it's over for me.
I just thought it was
I'm going to the secondary
interesting
location.
how that was both of our first thoughts, like first thought in my
and
head.
two guys with
And the
you
two
were
guys
like,
didn't even cross their mind.
Yeah.
I was like, this is there's the difference right there. But yeah.
no, I walk through a parking lot glued to my phone, and then I get to my car and I go, I should probably get my keys out. So I stand at my car for another 2 minutes, and then what I'll do is I'll sit there with the car door open. I'll just sit there.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, the traffickers are watching you like,
Like he could be so trafficked
we got
right
plenty
now.
of time.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had.
We could get
But
someone
again-
else and come back and still
yeah,
get you.
I am not a desirable human being to the traffickers. I wasn't desirable when I was an altar boy. I was in Boy Scouts. Now I just walk willy-nilly, basically with my ass out in a parking lot. Nobody wants me.
You're like, please.
It's ridiculous. Somebody
please
traffic
take
me.
My god.
Out here trying to be trafficked. Can't even get that.
Tough time out there.
It really is. It's tough in these streets.
So funny.
While my friends were here last week,
Mhm.
we were out drinking at Disney Springs, and then we went back to the hotel, and we were talking about when I was in college. I used to work out pretty regularly. Like me and all my friends would go to the gym, and hated it, but I would do it because they were all doing it, and so misery loves company. But we were talking about it because the two friends that I was with, they still work out on a regular basis. And I was like, I still think I could do like a decent amount of workouts, exercises, whatever you want to call them, and like still lift a decent amount of weight. And so I was showing them that I could still do a squat. I always thought that I had a decent squat. Turns out I was very wrong. Either I used to and I don't know how to do it anymore, or I never did and I still don't know
And you
how.
just thought you did.
Yeah, so I was doing squats, obviously without any weight, in
Oh yeah, and
the
your
hotel
legs were
room.
so sore. I do remember.
Yeah,
this.
I was doing squats and they were telling me, they're like, no, your form is wrong, your back's not straight enough, your legs are fucking bowed. And I was like, okay, damn. So I was telling them to help me. Like I was like, just like maneuver my
Position
body.
me.
Yeah, position me in the right way. And so I was doing like repeated squats with just my body weight, just 145 pounds of me. And I was like, now again, I was drunk, but I started sweating, and I was like, Jesus, this is harder than I thought it was going to be, and I thought I had it. And they're like, if you want better form, you have to start doing the wall sits. And so I was like, okay, fine. Like I wanted a straighter back, so I did some wall sits,
Mhm.
and I had done a couple of them, all very short. And they said, my friend Dave was like, you have to hold it for a minute. Like if you want any sort of results, hold it for a minute. I was like, oh, okay. By this point, my legs are already hurting because I've been doing squats
Jello.
and wall sits. and I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And so I go against the wall, and he goes, okay, go down to 90 degrees, all the way down to 90 degrees. So I do that, and I hold it for, what I say, like 35 seconds, I think I held it for. Maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then I collapsed. My legs could not hold me up anymore. I was in so much pain. And for the next 2 days
He was
after
at our
that,
house last week, and he was walking up the stairs. It's like, ow.
yeah. Oh my God. It
Ow.
was. I literally like. I was leaving the hotel that night to go back home, and I like. What did I do? I think I dropped my keys while I was doing all this. So I went down to get my keys, and I couldn't stand back up. And my legs just kept giving out. It was terrible. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And I, went into the story because I'm thinking I'm not a desirable person because I don't have an ass. So I'm like, well, now I got to start doing more squats so I have an ass. Maybe then I'll be trafficked.
Right.
But yeah, for 2 days I couldn't fucking stand at all.
Which is really funny because your watch just told you it's time to stand.
Yeah, and God, it
just popped up.
It was terrible. I again was like, I don't sweat a lot. I work outside, but I do not sweat a lot. I sweat when I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you're fucking awful
you
chairs.
stand up and you're drenched.
Yeah. But if I'm standing outside at work, I'm not a sweaty person.
Yeah.
A lot of it's because I don't drink any water, but I don't sweat that much.
Right.
When I was doing these wall sits and the squats the other day in the hotel room, I was sweating. I was out of breath. I was sweating. I was like, oh my God, I have never paid attention to how out of shape I have gotten since college, because it's been almost 10 years since I was in school.
Yeah.
It was insane. It was absolutely awful. Riley was like, I got home I think the next day or the day after, whenever it was really bad. I think it was day 2. I got home and I sat down on the couch after work, and I was like, my thighs are just killing me right now. And she was like, here, let me rub them. So she starts squeezing my thighs. Oh God. Right over, right here, I had the worst knot I've ever had in my life. And it was right at my fucking knee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was terrible. Absolutely horrendous. My butt was sore.
I tried to get him to do a wall sit with me last week when he was here.
When I was still sore.
Yeah, and he didn't make it very long.
No, 10 seconds, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
It was brutal. Now, my legs are fine. I could probably do one for another 45 seconds.
That's good.
I don't know what the next 2 days would look like for me, but I could
That's
probably
all
hold
you
one.
have in you.
I could probably hold one for 45 seconds right now.
Man.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Well, we got to work on that so the traffickers can take you.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta have a bigger booty.
Bigger booty.
But anyways, we did not, like we said earlier, we did not watch the movie this week, Christmas in Connecticut.
I literally forgot about it until we pulled this thing out of the closet too, and I was like,
well, because you know why?
Ooh.
Usually we get a text in the group chat from anybody. Nobody texted in the group chat. We didn't even know which movie it was until we looked at this poster today.
yeah.
So Riley, you're gonna text it in the group chat right now. Christmas in Connecticut. And should we add another one on there? Should we double down and watch 2?
We can.
Let's spin the wheel.
Let's see
We'll
what
watch
we
2.
get. Spin it and let's just see what we get.
Maybe Christmas in Connecticut's gonna be really good.
Okay.
You don't think it is? Riley's making a face.
Have you seen it?
No, Riley doesn't.
Oh,
Riley
just
doesn't watch movies.
Doesn't think it'll be good.
Riley puts a movie on and falls asleep.
Caitlin
We've
does
been
the
watching
same
the
exact thing.
Transformers movies.
Yeah.
We're doing a Transformers marathon.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Love
Yeah.
those movies.
I was
Michael
just
Bay.
thinking I wanted to go see
Shazam.
those.
Like the superhero movie?
Oh my god.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see that. So that's
I was in the second one.
It is? See? So we'll watch 2 movies. Christmas in Connecticut
Not a
and Shazam, which
Christmas
definitely
movie,
has
even a
nothing to
little
do
bit.
with Christmas.
No. I was in the second one. Yeah.
You were in
Shazam-
the second one.
Yeah, Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods.
You were in it?
Mhm.
She was an extra.
I was
Let's
background.
yeah, let's
I say in it loosely. You can see me walking.
She's an uncredited role in the background.
Correct.
We can see you in the movie?
This one, you can actually see me pretty well. The second one, you can see me pretty well. This is the one that I like. If I want to show people me in movies, I have clips of it where I'm like, there I am.
Gone. 0.5 seconds. Anyways, so yeah, no movie. So sorry, but we'll watch 2 and we'll get back to you next week. Get off our ass. Traffickers. Trivia.
Trivia the need of the week? Is
Is that what we do? That's what we do, I think.
I literally can't
I'm pretty
remember.
sure.
Every week I can't remember.
And neither can I.
Like,
And it doesn't matter. This is our podcast. We'll do it how we damn well please.
exactly.
Suck my ass, traffickers.
I think that's the episode title.
Suck my ass, traffickers? Absolutely not. Is that the title? I'm ready.
Looked up Florida trivia earlier.
Okay.
A lot of good ones. When did John F. Kennedy Space Center?
Ooh.
Well, probably after he was the president.
Like the actual center, not the visitors complex.
See, because
Yes. The actual center.
the Space Center existed.
Before the visitor complex.
I'm thinking before John F. Kennedy.
You would be
Oh.
correct.
Oh.
So is that what it's asking, though? Or when did it get the name?
When the actual complex opened.
I am asking when it opened.
So prior to John F. Kennedy.
Ooh.
Here's the issue. I don't fucking know when John F. Kennedy was.
Really?
I know it. Well, we went to the moon in 1969,
Mhm.
and he said that we were going to do that. So
Mm.
I know it was in the 60s. That's
Mm.
about all I got. And then he fucking died.
He was murdered,
Still died.
right?
Hmm.
I don't remember if we saw anything about this when we went. I don't think we did.
Why did I put it as a time?
And I'm wondering if either of
wrote
your sweatshirts have dates on them.
19:: as if I'm writing in military time.
It opened in 1978 at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
It does? I didn't see it.
Caitlin's sweatshirt has a date on it.
Damn.
Ah,
I should have looked quicker.
shoot.
Mm. Is it the same date? I'm not looking. Don't worry. It's the same.
Okay. Well, I've got an answer down. I'm not confident at all.
I'm not either, but I'm not going to change it.
What you got?
I said 1952.
I said 1956.
Ooh, Joe was closer.
Yes!
1962.
52.
Oh,
Damn.
62.
So it
So-
was in the 60s. I didn't think it was going to be in the 60s.
July
I didn't think that either. I was like, well,
it
it's
felt
gotta
too
be
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
July 1st, 1962, it opened as the Launch Operations Center. It was
Oh, well,
renamed.
that's
to-
LOC.
LOC.
How do you
They
spell
did talk
center?
about the LOC.
It was renamed in honor of the late U.S. president on November 29th, 1963. So a year later.
Oh, when the hell did he die? What did I just say? When the hell did he die?
I do not remember.
60.
I thought he
One?
died in the
62?
mid-60s.
When did JFK autofill to JFK Jr.? I don't give a shit about him.
Isn't that who the
JFK
documentary
died.
on, or not the documentary, the show on
Oh, I forgot. It was on
Paramount? Amazon
November
Prime?
22nd, 1963.
That's
What
when he
is-
died?
Didn't you just say that's when it was named that?
62.
No,
Oh.
no.
Sorry.
It opened in 62. They named it, what, the next day?
No, he died on the 22nd. They renamed it on the 29th.
So right after.
7
died.
days later, they're like, rename this bitch. That's the
Well, he
fastest
was-
the government's
he
ever
was
worked.
Instrumental.
He was like the,
I just mean the government never works that
It's-
fast
yeah,
on
you're correct.
anything. He dies, and a week later, they're like,
So he never
name this
knew.
whole building after
he
him.
didn't know that it was the Kennedy Space Center. This whole time I thought that he was like, yep, this is my space center.
Oh, I knew that it was named after he had
Died.
passed away.
I didn't know that.
I just thought it was like a year,
I also
2
thought
years.
he died later, I think I thought it was like 65.
Yeah.
Like closer to when we went to the moon.
I knew that he wasn't alive for the moon landing. I assumed it was also 65 that he died.
Like I thought it was right before we went to the moon.
Because he made that whole speech of, we're going to get to the moon before the end of this decade. I thought that
Yeah.
was like, I thought he gave him a real time crunch of like 3 years.
Yeah.
He gave him fucking
you got a year to
7
put
years.
this together.
Yeah. Great. Incredible.
Pretty
Dang.
crazy. Good job.
Good job, Joe.
Thanks.
What's the
I
score?
was like, good job for what?
Huh?
I'm winning 4-2.
Cool.
Yeah. So eat of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday we went to New York Beer Project,
Mhm.
NYBP.
Yep.
I love New York Beer Project.
Yeah.
Always a good time. We went for trivia night, which was
Mhm.
my first time doing that.
Yep, me too.
It was loud. Couldn't hear the guy doing the questions because
At
it's
all.
so echoey in the tap room. You should put more speakers up.
Yeah. Well, it was like you could hear him and it was very loud, but it was like you couldn't make out what he was saying. because it was all like.
Welcome to Dream. Next question is which plant grew in space?
I
And
think
we're
he
like,
just
what?
needed to enunciate
Yeah, he
clearer,
wasn't
maybe.
great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We did leave.
We did leave before trivia was over, which is okay because we didn't get there by the time it started. So
No. We were there for like one round.
Yeah, but I got the tiki bowl, which was grilled salmon, rice,
Edamame.
it just said sugar peas, so not
Oh.
edamame. Yeah. Peas, cabbage, carrots, a bunch of other stuff, all with General Tso's sauce on it. It was absolutely phenomenal. Oh my god. So like I didn't know what the hell I was going to order. I always struggle to order at New York Beer Project because they have a lot of things with a lot of things on them.
Like random things.
Yeah, and I
There's
like
not a theme.
I don't like things on my stuff. So like I don't want to order something and I'm like, and I don't want it with this, or this. I will order something and I say no cheese. If that's the only thing I'm removing, I'm okay ordering it. If I have to remove more than one thing, I'm not ordering it because now I'm a problem.
Right.
And it's always going to come out wrong.
Yeah.
So I asked him for a recommendation. I said, is there anything on the menu that you really love that you would recommend? And the first thing he pointed to was the tiki bowl. And I
Mhm.
hadn't read that yet because I saw that. And I know they have another tiki bowl or another bowl somewhere on there. And I don't like what comes in it.
Mm.
So I hadn't even looked at that one. But I read it and everything that was in it, I was like, I would eat all of that. I would ask for nothing removed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to go with the tiki bowl. And I am so happy that I did because, oh my God, it was amazing.
Let me give you a picture of what Joe looked like
Yeah.
next to me eating this thing. He's hunched over the table like this. He's got his food that he's like shoveling into his mouth. And every couple of seconds, it's like, man, this is so good. Man, this is delicious.
It was incredible.
Man, this is so good.
I have never had something so tasty in my life. It might be the best food I've ever eaten.
It could.
We all blinked and it was gone.
Yeah, it was
Inhaled.
outstanding. Oh my! Because I already love salmon.
Yeah.
So like I knew I was gonna like that, but like everything else, it was just so flavorful, so tasty. Oh my God, I loved it. I need to learn how to make it because it was so good.
It looked good.
I also had a Mackenzie's hard cider, which I love. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I wish I could give it higher. It was incredible.
I had a burger. Naturally,
burger.
I love a burger. I get one like everywhere I go. This burger, they could replace with an Impossible Patty, which was nice. But it was essentially a Big Mac. I don't remember what it was called. Big Boss, something like that. It was basically a Big Mac, which I haven't had in years, but it was fantastic. It had like the special sauce on it. It had the pickles, the lettuce. Sorry, I'm kicking the cat. Really good. Their fries were very good. It was like Five Guys fries.
Yeah.
So that was tasty. And then I had a drink called a Game Day, which is essentially a Blue Moon. It's their Belgian white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was loud, but that was my only complaint.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I love the atmosphere of New York Beer
Yeah.
Project. That's where again we went for the engagement party.
yeah, food was great though.
Yeah. Their fried pickles, we also got that. Fried
Mhm.
pickles, phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Although they cut down on how many pickles they put on that plate. There's a lot more foliage, a lot less
I
pickles.
thought there were less pickles.
Disappointed, New York Beer
Yeah.
Project. Get better. Riley, what'd you have? You had the fried pickles
The
and
fried
then
pickles, 10 out of 10. And then I had a Nashville
hot chicken.
hot chicken
Which
sandwich.
looked amazing.
Yeah.
It was hot
huge.
saucy.
Yeah, it was really good, but the bottom bun just disintegrated immediately,
Terrible.
which was awful.
That's why I don't get a lot of sandwiches or anything because like from restaurants period because like I cannot stand when
Bread falls
things start
apart.
to get soggy, and on a chicken sandwich especially bread gets soggy so fast. One, you got to toast the buns better because if you
Yeah.
toast it lasts longer.
That'd be crispy.
Gotta be
Crispy buns.
It was very good, but the bun disintegrating really took away from it.
Yeah. It ruins everything about the sandwich when that
Yeah.
bread gets soggy and
The chicken
ugh.
looked really good. Looked visually appealing.
Yeah.
And you got the Parmesan truffle
Parmesan
fries.
truffle fries, which normally I'm like, I don't really like, but they were good last night.
Yeah.
Probably an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
It's good.
Talk about your drink. What's your drink? Good?
Oh, I got
the rum punch.
tiki, I think a tiki rum punch is what they called it. It's a rum punch. It's good.
Tiki's their big thing right now. It's the summer
Yeah.
specialties.
Yeah, I did see that little flag on
Yeah.
the table.
Mhm.
Caitlin, what did you get? You got a wrap? The Italian. That looked good. However, again, there were a lot of things that I would have taken off of the wrap. So I was like, not ordering that. Was it good? Italian sandwich, but in a tortilla. It looked good. It came out fast.
It was cold, right? The whole thing. Yeah.
They just
Probably like they're like
cold cuts
There you
slapped
go.
together. There you go.
Yeah, and then she got the same drink as I did, which we had last time.
Cool.
Yeah.
So New York Beer Project, definitely do that.
Mhm. Maybe not for trivia, but
Maybe not for trivia.
For dinner.
There's other better trivia places.
Yeah.
That's it, right? We didn't talk about a movie, so
Yeah,
where can
that's-
people find you?
you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Annabelle.Castinger.
And you can follow me on Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky. As for the podcast, follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk at you guys. Wait.
Peanut Gallery.
Bye.
We'll talk at you guys next week. Bye, Caitlin. Bye, everybody.
Bye.